So it's a typical school day here in the middle of winter, and lately it's been hard to stay motivated. We have been trying to keep warm inside of our house, and it is just hard to want to do anything else but wrap ourselves up in a blanket on the couch and drink hot chocolate and just maybe watch some movies. We've had temperatures in the 20s to 30s recently, and a couple of weeks ago we had snow here in Oklahoma, which is pretty unusual. We got a little less than a foot of snow, and thankfully most of it has melted since then. But we are just trying to make it through each day and stay motivated to get our schoolwork done. What are you working on?
Consecutive integers.
It looked like you were having trouble understanding the video lesson.
Yeah.
You want to try reading the explanation in the textbook?
Oh yeah, I'm about to do that anyway. Should be 0. Oh.
What did you get?
N equals 3.
Yeah, that's correct. Good job. So if n equals 3, and then you add 1 to it, because you got n plus 1, right? You got, where is it? N plus 1, and then n, so n plus 1, 3 plus 1 would be 4, right?
Okay.
And then n plus 2 is 5.
A few moments later.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Why the integers are 3, 4, and 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you plug those into the original equation. You substitute the integers in your equation.
Should I have that book?
Yeah.
You forgot the 2.
In the example?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Here they have 2 times 5, but it's 2 times 5 plus 2. They did it wrong. They lied, so it doesn't check.
I had Gemini make graph paper before, but it was terrible. So I copy and pasted the same prompt from ChatGPT into Gemini, and it made this perfect sine and cosine graph paper. So now I don't have to redraw it every single time.
Oh, wow.
And it even put 4 on one page for me, so I don't have to print out as many sheets.
Nice. And what are you learning about again?
Sine and cosine graphs. They're these curvy graphs like that.
Fun.
They're used for calculating radio waves or something like that. We took the cosine of negative 45 degrees, which is the equivalent, and then multiplied it to take the cosine of negative I don't know. 0. Okay, I did it in the wrong order.
What was done in the wrong order?
I figured out the angle in the wrong order. I think I tried to subtract the... Yeah, I tried to subtract the shift from the angle before I multiplied by 2. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I know what I did wrong.
Okay. I think one of the reasons that homeschoolers call this season the slogging it through season is because it is cold outside and you don't feel like doing a whole lot of anything. And you don't have a lot of things that you're looking forward to, like before a Christmas break. We were looking forward to Christmas and all of the activities that we would do the month of December. Before the end of November, we were looking forward to Thanksgiving. And it was still relatively warm outside so that we could do activities outside. And so we have probably 8 weeks, stretched out before us before we are looking at taking a spring break. So that all plays into it, but we are trying to tackle each day with a great attitude and trying to stay positive. And also remember what we are thankful for. I think that is so important when we go through the cold and dark winter months homeschooling our kids. We just need to focus on the things that are good, that we appreciate. And if that means making a list of things because we just can't really remember them, or we're not thinking about them because we are thinking about how cold we are, then we need to go ahead and do that, because those things really do help our mindset. It helps shift our perspective, and then when we're grateful, then our kids are also grateful. We are also able to stay positive and patient when we are working with them on a difficult subject or a challenging topic that they're struggling with, whether that be math or writing. So we need to make sure that we are staying positive and just being thankful for every little thing that we can be. Does that say fishy strawberries?
Mm-hmm. So they take the antifreeze gene from the fish and they inject it into the strawberries so then the strawberries don't freeze.
Oh.
Which it would sound like the strawberry would taste like fish, but it doesn't.
It doesn't taste like fish when they do that?
Yeah, because it's only the antifreeze gene that goes into the strawberry.
Oh, okay.
Not the fish.
But frozen strawberries are good.
Yes.
Why would they want to make them not freeze?
So then they don't freeze during shipping.
Oh, that makes sense.
And you wouldn't have frozen chocolate.
Then you can't make
Strawberries.
Chocolate covered strawberries with them.
True. Never mind. Forget non-frozen strawberries.
What was the lesson you learned today in science?
It was about genetically modified foods and how they're bad for you.
We know that all too well.
Mm-hmm.
We try to avoid GMOs as much as possible
Yeah.
because it does affect us so much.
Well, supposedly it shouldn't, but it does.
It does. What's your experiment today?
It's called Frequency and Volume of Sound Waves. And for some reason it involves 16 inches of copper pipe, a freezer, a hacksaw or pipe cutter, a file, hot water, a large bowl, and warm gloves.
Okay. And how do all of those things factor in?
I guess the different lengths that I'll be cutting the pipe into change the frequency of the sound waves somehow,
Okay.
or the volume,
And where are we going to acquire this copper pipe?
probably from Home Depot or Lowe's, because Lowe's is better. Taking a picture of what I need for the experiment so I can look at that at the hardware store.
That's a good idea. I like what you were saying about what you thought you were going to use all those things for. Rigging up the copper pipe. What was it again?
There's another experiment in here with a car horn and a bicycle. I thought maybe since in the supplies list they just list all of the supplies for all the experiments this week at once, that I'd be connecting the pipe to the car horn to a bicycle to blow up the car or something.
Our day today took a little bit longer than usual because my kids were dealing with more difficult subject matter and some concepts that they're not as familiar with. So we spent more time on algebra and pre-calculus than normal, but some days go like that. And so we just finally wrapped up with all of our subjects, and looking forward to just relaxing tonight, having dinner and watching some TV. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more homeschooling tips and ideas, and I will see y'all in the next video.